Well, we all know that many companies use the satisfaction measure to try and get a gauge of how they're performing in the eyes of their customers. So I guess first off the bat, good on them. Good on them for using some sort of measure to see how they're performing. But one of the issues is, there's been a number of companies that have seen their satisfaction score go up, which on the surface is good. But at the same time, and really critically, is they've seen their market share go south. So obviously that's a problem. So, and that seems sort of counterintuitive, right? So satisfaction going up, but then you're losing customers. Well, how does this work? Well, and let's just use a scenario. So what happens, say you've got a group of happy customers. So they're happy, they're going along well, they're rating you an 8 out of 10. But then there's other groups of customers, right? So there's some who possibly are rating you a 4 out of 10. So they're a little bit unhappy. Well, they're more than a little bit unhappy, right? So the obvious question here, and it's an obvious answer to be honest, is who's at threat of walking away from your business? Obviously it's the group that are giving you a 4. So if you obviously look at the group with the 8 and the 4, then you do an average, your satisfaction score is a 6. Pretty simple maths, right? So then consider this. What happens if for a couple of months you deliver poor service? For the people giving you an 8, they might now rate you a 7.5. So they're a little bit unhappy with what's going on. So they come backwards. The people who are at threat of walking away, the 4s, that might be the final straw. So they've had a gutful of it. They're ready to go, they've left. So now what are you left with? Look at your satisfaction score. So people giving you an 8, as I said, are now giving 7.5. The people giving you a 4 have taken off, gone to your competitors. So you're left with 7.5, which, hang on, that seems pretty weird. So you've performed worse, you're left with 7.5. Your performance score now is 7.5, right? Because that's all that's left. So before you were getting a 6, you performed worse, you've lost customers, and now you're getting a 7.5 on your satisfaction score. So that's really the crux of the issue with satisfaction. It doesn't take into account market performance, right? So that's why we always talk about value. We just keep saying value, value, value all the time, because it's a relative measure relative to your competition. So that's why it's a really critical notion to measure value and not satisfaction. As we say, satisfaction is a pretty unsatisfactory way of measuring your performance.